Hello and welcome to Token Games Podcast. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Zax Pearson. And today I'm joined by Pika Datmitsu, who is eternally in a rush, and Officer-Ish, who has stepped out. That being said, we're going to get straight into the topics. We might have some latecomers later on. Topic 1. The soon-to-be-released Starlink for the Nintendo Switch will feature exclusive amiibos, some of which will come in the container on release. However, there are plans to make more via DLC add-ons or expansions in the future. Should the game prove profitable, do you think they should modify how they get their amiibo distribution, given how often scalpers destroy amiibo and collecting gaming markets?
Okay. This is just, it's basic as basic can be. Follow the rules of selling shit. Supply and demand. You give out a game, you have collectibles that come with the game. Sell the game, set out a base number of collectibles, enough so that there will be some for people who want it, but not enough to a point where if it bombs, you're left with a bunch of overstock. Now, decide upon yourselves a percentage amount of the amount of amiibos you have left around wherever you get them to. When they go below that amount, make a predefined number more of said amiibos and then send them out. That way you protect yourself from not having too much overstock if things go south, but you can still keep up with people who want them. Supply and demand. It will keep scalpers at bay, and it will keep money coming to you. Simple.
Okay, I like that. Topic 2. Microsoft, unlike Sony, seems to be acquiring studios without disbanding them and destroying them, and allowing them to keep their creative freedom. Do you believe that that might be a gearing... Oh, shit. Hold on. My phone went off. Sorry about that. Microsoft, unlike Sony, seems to be acquiring studios without disbanding them or destroying them, and allowing them to keep their creative freedom. Do you believe that they might be gearing for some giant crossover, or that Microsoft is simply recording studios to diversify their stagnant first-party portfolio, which is heavily geared towards first-person and third-person shooters and medieval RPGs?
Yeah, Microsoft ain't really known for too much nowadays, and them getting a wider portfolio via these other studios linked to them is a good thing. Also, them not like basically heavily influencing us like, hey, you're making this tiny game, but maybe you should put a few guns in that game as well. Just basically leaving them as is and just basically giving them, support, aka money to help development, as far as I see, is a good thing. This is a good thing. People working together. Now, as far as crossovers are concerned, there needs to be a level of trust first. This thing was just announced, shoot, not even like a month ago, close to a month ago with all these partnerships.
Just about.
Yeah, give it time. People are throwing like speculations like way over, like, oh, they're going to take over, or they're going to buy them out, blah, 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 blah. Give them time. This relationship, like all relationships nowadays, need time to develop and bloom. And when they get that trust, when they know that, hey, we can work well with each other, then we might be able to get some crossover stuff. But until then, let them do their thing. Let Microsoft, let the big daddies support their little kids, and just let things go from there.
Okay, fair enough. Now topic 3. Put your bets in right now. A new successor to the 3DS or the early bird successor to the Switch? Because it's completely and totally hackable, of course. Which one do you think Nintendo is getting ready to go into production on, and why? Because they've basically announced they've gone into production on a new system, but we don't know what.
Okay, now here's the thing. 3DS, mainly hackable due to cartridge things, which I will not go into. Switch, as you just said, if you just do a little bit of looking online, Switch has become hackable as well.
Hold on a second. Let me just make this quick disclaimer. Token Games, nor do the entire podcast community, endorse illegal hacking and modifications of video game systems or any entertainment device. Okay, continue.
Yeah, just don't do that shit. Buy things. Anyways, But yeah, Nintendo's not really been the one to really focus on the security of their systems, aka you see Sony and Microsoft, their consoles, you have to do a bit in order to get into them and do things, but Nintendo's consoles, not so much. So they're kind of known as like the weak end of things. But as far as what console they're going to be developing next, putting aside all of the hackability of things, I think it's going to be a portable. I mean, come on, the Switch is kicking. The Switch has a very good lineup of games coming up. They should not even be thinking about making the next household console yet. So it just makes sense that they make a new handheld one next.
Okay. Well, the last thing was going to be, speculation on the rating of the new confirmed Black Widow movie now that they finally narrowed down the 50 directors to 4. But, I understand you're under a tight schedule, so, as always, I appreciate you coming in. And then for the record, we'll try to start about 30 minutes earlier.
Okay. Thank you. You guys take care. Have yourselves a good night, and stay cool.
Later, dude.
What you saying something, because this heat is killing everybody out here. All right. Officer, if you be so kind as to take it from the top.
Well, as far as I see, topic 1, Nintendo, stop having DLCs with your amiibos. It's or having stuff connected to your amiibos that like affects gameplay and the like. Because that just doesn't work. As Pika said, there's the issue of making sure there's enough amiibos out there, which, well, Nintendo is pretty bad at keeping a good stock out there. But, well, that's kind of been Nintendo's way for a long while now, as I recall. They've always had the whole making a smaller number of units so they can point out to their investors, hey, look, we sold all of it, and all that.
No, but for the record, it's been a long time since we talked about it. Not to mention the internet wasn't paying attention either. Okay, so just a brief recap. What had happened was, and I hate starting it off like that because for some reason people feel like that devalues it, but what had happened was Nintendo got butt fucked at the last minute by a strike that they had no involvement in. So Nintendo brings in their stuff from where it's made via boat because plane would be way more expensive.
Yeah, dock workers went on strike and they weren't doing any work.
So they had units and stock that was sitting around in warehouses, whereas Germany and European countries were more than stocked. So that's what ended up happening. But also keep in mind, Starlink is not actually a Nintendo game, but Nintendo heavily promotes and affiliates with it to the point where they have Star Fox DLC. But continue.
Wow. Sorry. Well, as for DLC add-ons and the like, just make sure they have plenty of amiibos if they're going to include stuff on that, which, again, I really think they shouldn't do that. But, whatever. As for this Starling game, this is kind of news to me. I don't really keep track of Nintendo games much. I think I'll have to look into this one a bit more.
Motherfucker, you know you ain't got a Switch. You was hating on it for like the longest time.
Well, yeah. And,
I mean, I'm not holding it against you. It's just, it's a well-known fact that you ain't got one.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't be interested in some of the games on it.
Absolutely right. Everybody loves Smash.
Well then, as for topic 2, I think Microsoft is just diversifying. and being nice about it, because, well, if these buyouts of these studios don't go well, it'll reflect pretty badly on them. So I think they're just, yeah, diversifying, adding more to their first-party content, which, well, yeah, they need more. A lot more first-party content.
Yeah, because the effort right now is looking like a 5th grader, all bullshit aside.
Well, better late than never, I suppose.
This is true.
As for topic 3, weren't they making another version of the Switch or something that wasn't as easily hacked?
That was the ongoing rumor based on patents. But long story short, Nintendo's working on a new system, but no one knows is it the next thing after the 3DS, which from this point forth will be referred to as 3DX, or if it was from this point on to refer to as the Nintendo Switch X, due to its unfortunate ability to not be able to get rid of hackers.
Yeah, I think they're just making a new version of the Switch.
Technically, it does still count as a new system, but
it's still a little early for them to be releasing an entirely new console, considering the Switch came out, what, a year, 2 years ago?
About a year, and also not to mention they just now started selling the docks alone like 3 months ago.
So yeah, I think they're just making another Switch.
Okay. All right. Last horse crossed that finish line. Mr. Dre Mayfield. First topic, second topic, third topic, in that order. How you feeling?
All right. Can everybody hear me? Feeling whatsoever about this. It's been really a long time since I even heard anything about Nintendo as of late. So
okay, well let me give you some more details. All right. So, as we all know, Nintendo purposely made Star Fox last venture onto the Wii U a flying piece of shit, both metaphorically and technically literally. So, in between that time, another game came out that was completely and totally inspired by Star Fox and didn't suck. And it was called Starlink. But they're now coming out with a Nintendo Switch version, which allows real-time weapon and item and character modifications via the amiibo near-field communication system. And as a starter out of the box, you get Star Fox amiibo DLC. But it only takes Starlink DLC. It doesn't take other video games DLC. Even if you have Fox McCloud and Falco Lombardi, love saying that motherfucking last name, you can't actually access any of the DLC unless it's theirs. But it comes out of the box that way. So, yeah. But, so the question... Whoops, phone went off. Sorry about that. So the question is, based on what happened last time with amiibos, with like Smash Brothers and in general popular characters, what do you think these guys need to do different to try to fend off or deny scalpers from, you know, scalping these amiibos for Starling? Because they've already said that if the game sells well, they've made plans to make DLC. But DLC is gonna have to come with an amiibo. Basically, how would you fend off hackers? If you have a game where where DLC from amiibos is attached only to the amiibo and not available in game.
Well, it seems to me that the issue would be, well, it seems like the issue right now is them waiting for the game to even reach any sort of popularity and then make the DLC. But by the time that happens, it's like you said, the hackers are already going to hack into it if they already
Scalpers.
have. Well, if they already haven't done it already. So it's kind of pointless at this point. For them to even fix this, it seems that they will have to make amiibos ahead of time just to try to balance everything out, but I'm not even sure that will even work. So it's kind of seemed like they're in a rock and a hard place. Almost.
So true. So fucking true.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing a solution to that one. Like,
I understand.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
well,
just see nothing like that.
topic 2.
On to topic 2. Okay, oh my gosh. Microsoft will have to either like start from scratch, get some other people to be involved, or just work on something else. These first person shooters have been just nothing more than the same old thing over and over again, and just more than likely cookie cutter games that apparently people are still addicted to. I mean, it's fine, but at the same time, it's just more of how can you be original about this? And with the first person shooters, as well as the medieval RPGs, they would have to actually. I mean, they have to be original, but at the same time, do more research on first-person shooters before they make another one, because they keep doing the same thing with Halo, and we expect something new from Halo. It's gonna be kind of like, okay, y'all had 10 years to even come up with new concept or even new idea, but you're still bringing out the same stuff. If that was the case, you should have just left Halo all alone and just been like, oh, here's a Master Chief Collection Part 2. Enjoy. And then take it from there. But,
They kind of already messed up Halo, but
Damn.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, it's like the whole point. I mean, the chance of redemption from Halo is like just slightly thin. So, of course, there's always hope, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I don't even know how you can actually change anything from Halo, especially not just with Halo, but with Gears, a new Gears coming. I'm like, hold on, what? Where are you getting this from? I mean, I already saw it at E3. I actually saw it at E3. I actually saw it was like, wait a minute, there's a Gears coming out. Okay, let's see if you can not ruin the franchise this time, because you guys kind of confused with the last Gears. Okay. Let's see here. That's pretty much what I got from topic 2.
Okay, well, going to 3.
What's 3? Oh, wait a minute. Is it Scarlet Witch or Black Widow?
Are you actually looking at the text chat?
clearly not.
The topics are sitting directly in front of you if you are in fact looking at the text chat.
No, I'm in Token Games from the Messenger. Ah, I got it. Well, I mean, they should. They might as well. Because at this point...
read the whole question, bro.
Sorry.
Read the whole question, bro.
As I'm looking at it, I says, and as far as the after talk segment, Marvel has narrowed down the directors for the Scarlet Witch movie.
No. You're not looking at Discord. We're on Discord chat and the text in there. No one said anything about Facebook. But let me just read it off to you so we can speed this up. Topic 3. Put your bets in now. A new successor for the 3DS or early bird successor for the Nintendo Switch because it's completely and totally hackable. Which one do you think Nintendo was getting ready to go into production on and why?
A new Nintendo Switch. And the only reason I'm thinking this is because I'm thinking of what Sony and Microsoft already went through. And at this point, Nintendo is probably looking at the sales from, Nintendo Switch. They seen that it's, really doing good, but at the same time, they're already, getting complaints about the whole Switches being able to be hacked. So they just probably gonna make a new Nintendo Switch and then just fix it from there.
Okay. Now give me a second. Okay, just wanted to formulate this correct without sounding biased, because if there's one thing, I'm known for, / this podcast is about, it's unbiased behavior. All right. So for the first topic, I think that they need to make it so, for lack of a better term, it's disc locked, but not in a bad way, like everything Capcom's fucking done. What I think is they should make it so the DLC, the amiibos that come with the DLC amiibos are locked to the cartridge that they go to. Obviously, a hacker may get around that, goes without saying, but that's already more security than damn near 99.9% of the people who touch the shit are gonna go and get stuck on. So that way, if it is a scalper, at least eBay and Amazon would force them to put in their description, look here, motherfuckers. If you don't start telling people that their shit is not gonna work and it's whatever they get from you is basically for display purposes, we gonna have some problems. But also, if there's a digital download of it, what can happen is possibly the manufacturer of the amiibo can get a code from them that exists only in their digital copy that's unique to them, so they can get those amiibos mailed to them at a later date. That's the smallest level of protection I can see happening. Of course, alternatively, which is what I've been telling Nintendo, but I don't know if they're fucking listening for the longest, is do more amiibo cards, stop coming out with statues. Because if they do card packs, they're cheaper, easier to transport, and you can do big ass bundles and save money. And even if they do statues, they can just re-release a fucking card that does the same shit. The statue will still have a high ass value online, obviously, but the card could be the best alternative and they still get to make money. Because, all bullshit aside, at the end of the day, what's the job of a business officer? Officer? Did you hear what I just said?
Apologies, I was somewhat distracted.
To make money.
There you go, Dre. Yes, the job of a company, whether they're good or bad, at the end of the day, is to make money. They have people they need to feed. Yes, there are greedy motherfuckers, but even with the greed, there are people you need to feed. So this can stop both companies from being hurt. Now, as far as topic 2, no, I don't trust it. Fuck it. I think it's total bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Microsoft Entertainment, or at least the Xbox division, oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The Xbone division has been coming off as shady to me for quite some time. I understand that they go through hacker issues just like every other company that's doing something important or cool or entertaining. But my biggest issue and problem is very, very fucking simple. It's very fucking simple. You keep doing things that make you look untrustable. And no matter how much you try to advertise and promote good shit, you're still going to look like you're doing something behind the scenes or you're planning something. They went and bought and recently acquired about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Ninja Team. Now, Ninja Team is, or I think that's how you say the name, or Ninja Theory is Konami Techno. Yeah, but I think the other one's called Ninja Team or Ninja Studios, whatever. The people that made the DMC Nobody Likes, and they did Heavenly Sword, and they did no other game that's memorable. But that being said, they went and bought, nah, I'm not joking. Oh, wait, they did do one that was memorable, but I can't remember the name of it. Ironic, isn't it?
Ironic indeed.
Okay, so they actually did a promotional video talking about how they let us get all their creative freedom, and they just made it look like it was the most happiest and funnest place and people to work under /for. They had total creative freedom, they said. They showed off the office and facility with B-roll footage. I'm just sitting up here thinking, why the fuck are they doing this for only one company of the, I believe, 10 different studios they've acquired? They're only doing this for one fucking company. It just came off really suspect to me. Now, don't get me wrong. Phil Spector is actually, or Spencer, is actually a good gamer. He doesn't want to see Nintendo go out of business. He doesn't want to see people lose their jobs and shit. But he also understands the nature of the beast. However, he got real fucking quiet when everybody found out they're trying to get rid of their entire customer service staff and get them with volunteers, and succeeded. So I'm not buying shit. They're too shady to me. They're just too fucking shady. And I really and genuinely am uncomfortable with giving Xbone my money. Like, I shouldn't be this uncomfortable. No, I don't like the system, obviously. But when I have a problem with giving you my money in general, and you're an entertainment product, you know you a little too shady. Alright, now topic 3. I hate to say it, but I say it's the Switch, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. They were already planning something ahead of schedule. The hacking thing probably just pushed up the schedule, but I think since they said, the president said we're looking into various options for 3DS successors, I just think that means that there's two birds on the plate. That's how I look at it. I think they just got two birds on the plate because they accept that the 3DS is pretty much about to die. It's a fun system, but lifespan wise, it's grandma and she got diabetes and cancer. We all know what's coming. It's just a matter of when's the clock gonna stop ticking. So, that being said, I'm leaning towards Switch for the simple fact of this is one of their greatest selling objects they've ever made. It's one of the greatest selling objects in video gaming device history. And you already know coming out the gate, you're kind of sort of lacking in the RAM department, which is a cheap and easy fix because they don't have to get custom RAM. They can get regular shit. Or I think they can at least. I've never actually opened up my Switch. So I think it's both. But the real question is, who's going to come out of the gate first? Okay, now with that being said, our pop culture topic, which happens at random, is just about Scarlet Witch. So I just want to ask you guys, and y'all can talk whenever. You know, just make sure you're holding down your button so I can hear you. This isn't a turn-based thing.
Noted.
Got it.
They started with 50 motherfucking directors.
That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, Marshall is big.
Yeah.
And he's back.
Okay, yeah. They started with 50 goddamn directors. By the way, I'm telling you right now, I can tell you, not even 10 of those directors read a comic book that was about the Scarlet Witch. Damn it, did it again. Black Widow. Fucking Black Widow. I keep doing it. I've been doing that for 20 years, and it's only gotten worse with the Marvel movies. Fuck, that is annoying. So, anyways, and now they've whittled them down. Kevin Feige has personally whittled them down to 4 directors.
Whittled or widowed? Okay, that was bad, but I don't apologize.
I forgive you. Now,
It's cool.
whittled them down to 4. So, but my question to you guys is, do you think, because they're so hush-hush about this shit, it's not even funny. Do you think they're finally going to make a Marvel R-rated movie? Because all bullshit aside, everyone's seen the success of Deadpool. They've also got characters from that cinematic universe in the Marvel universe. They have characters who are nothing but murderous, homicidal psychopaths they've been introducing over the years. And even though you haven't seen blood, you've seen people die. More specifically, Doctor Strange had people crushed, burnt, impaled, ran over, and I believe all in one sequence. Not to mention, the main villain was trying to genocide an entire organization. The main villain. So, to be honest, I'm not sure. Because if they were going to do it, why would it be a secret? But if they also were going to make it PG-13, why would it be a secret? And these 4 directors have also met Scarlett Johansson. So I'm just really curious, what do you think? Is it going to be R-rated, PG-13? Why or why not? Debate, basically.
Well, I can't really say I disagree here. They're probably going to make it R-rated if they're keeping this secret.
Dude, she's a fucking assassin. She was kidnapped from birth, I think, or close to it. Nothing about her is fucking PG-13.
Exactly. So, yeah, I agree. It's probably going to be R. Because Deadpool proved that the comic movies going into the R rating can work and that they'll still have the wide audience to give them all the monies.
You know what I can't remember? Was Blade R-rated? Because that shit was bloody as fuck.
I believe it was.
Fuck, we should Google that.
Yes.
Let's see here. Yup, rated R.
And all those movies were successful. Even though a lot of people got pissed with the behind-the-scenes bullshit on the 3rd movie.
Huh.
I don't see why, but continue.
Hold on. Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, so basically, Wesley Snipes liked Blade so much he had become a producer on it. Okay? And the other 2 producers were literally trying to modify the script and story to add more shit to the movie that was irrelevant between 2 characters that were never meant to be in love and some dumb shit like that. Real talk. That's what it was. So, basically, he ain't like that very much, especially since he is a producer. Which brings me back into my old trusted statement of, this is why I tell you, don't do shady shit in business with your own squad. I'm not gonna lie. If I run a cigarette company, I'm obviously doing some shady shit. But here's the thing. That shady shit won't be between the people who fund me and support me. It'll probably be with other people, other countries, other entities that ain't my squad. You don't fuck the squad. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Well, just based on what you're saying, wouldn't that mean that Wesley Snipes made a smart?
You're sounding really robot, dude.
Yeah, all I heard was, did Wesley Snipes make a smart decision?
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that's the case, then didn't Wesley Snipes make a smart move of not putting that onto the behind the scenes, or even into the movie period?
No, nigga, behind the scenes in the literal sense. I mean the production of Blade, not a documentary on a DVD special. Behind the scenes means the production of something you're seeing.
Yeah, I know what it means. I know what that means.
So then why did you say that?
Because now it just seems like what Wesley Snipes did was bad. It wasn't bad at all.
Okay, officer, you want to try explaining it to him?
All right, so I'll be honest, I have not seen Blade 3. Did that unnecessary romantic subplot
that's
get
fine.
in the movie?
I just mean explaining him behind the scenes, what I mean by that.
Basically,
I already know what behind the scenes means.
In this case, it's more of a behind closed doors thing. The Wesley Snipes and the other producers were having some disagreements.
Now do you get it?
Got it.
Okay. But yeah, so, and if memory serves, well, a long ass time ago, Marvel got the rights back to Blade because, I mean, it wasn't really like hidden, and it wasn't in perpetuity unless we give it back, you know? So, basically, fucking all bullshit aside, I really can't fucking tell. I can't tell. Because they could do some stupid shit like turning her into female Tom Cruise. Basically making a Mission Impossible. Which really shouldn't be... Which really shouldn't be PG-13. Like, we're past that point. Real talk, we're past that point. Plus, every Mission Impossible, the goal is to usually end up killing somebody at some point for some reason. And Tom Cruise goes into a motorcycle chase or a foot chase that leads into a car chase. Or just a foot chase. I heard in this time, it's motorcycle and car. But yeah, like, I can't tell. What about you, Dre? What you think is going to be R-rated or PG-13?
Is my voice okay? Because I want to make sure.
I mean, you have a head cold, it sounds like, but yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I hate to say it, but they're gonna make this PG-13. And I just have one question though.
Yeah.
With the 4 directors that they have left,
Uh-huh.
do they have any knowledge of who Black Widow is at this point?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm assuming the answer, and I know it's wrong to assume, but I'm gonna go with a solid fuck nah. Because the only involvement they've had with Marvel has been one thing. They had an interview with Scarlett Johansson and Kevin Feige. That's it. That's the only confirmed information.
This could go horribly.
Yep, just based off that, I think they're gonna go PG-13. And it's really sad. Because at this point, as a Marvel fan, if anybody knows about Black Widow and what she's capable of doing, they're probably going to look at this movie, see that it's rated PG-13, and the moment that they see it's rated PG-13, they're going to go back outside, get their money back, and to never just see that movie ever again.
Segregated fan bases are dangerous. Look at Star Wars. And I ain't saying that. And I honestly feel bad about saying that, even though I've never seen a Star Wars movie. So, you know, I can understand fan base segregation is deadly. That being said, Marvel segregated the fan base a long ass time ago. So, yeah. Scarlett Johansson's star is pretty much in decline with the exception of Marvel movies, because her last 3 movies where she was a headliner, at least, they didn't do too well. They were either just good and no one saw them, or she was attached to them and it didn't matter, she couldn't save them. But Lucy was the shit. Go see Lucy. Holy shit. And it's funny just to watch Scarlett Johansson's head bob around like a pigeon. I'm not even joking. Her character, when she starts talking to people, bobs her head around like a fucking pigeon. It's hilarious.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah,
that's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. It's called Lucy.
Yeah, I saw it. Pretty good. It's awesome. But yeah, it just seems to me that they're gonna make this PG-13. They're gonna make every fan of Marvel very upset, and it's just gonna be like, oh, why did y'all drop the ball on this one?
And they're gonna give the same excuse. Well, we wanted to make sure the movie sold. Like, bitch, it's a Marvel movie. You can have bad movies that make their money back. Thor 1 was the most boring piece of shit I've ever seen. Iron Man 3 was a complete total clusterfuck, much like Blade would have been when they had too many fucking producers fucking everything about the movie. Luckily, I saw that plot hole filled train wreck coming, so I didn't actually watch Iron Man 3. But, real talk, fucking... It's heavily implied that the kill count of Black Widow is pretty much second to only Wolverine. Wolverine. She is almost, if not, 60 or 70 years old. So I'm sitting up here like, you got a character with a stupid long history. And the only thing we know about her so far is that she's done secret agent shit for Nick Fury. You know what? I would like it if this was like a half Nick Fury, half Scarlet. God damn it. Half Nick Fury, half Black Widow movie. Just because, shut up. Just because, fuck you. Just because there's an echo when you leave yours on while I'm talking, just so you know. There's their relationship dynamic could be very interesting. They could play it so many ways. He scouted her out, or he thought he saw her coming into America, trying to sneak in. Thought she was going to assassinate somebody, so he spends half the movie trying to kill her, only to find out no, she was trying to kill somebody who might have tried to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. that he didn't even know about, which impresses him. So he's like, I got a job for you.
Nick Fury versus... Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Hear that, Marvel? $1 million ideas. Because, you know, they imply she's the right-hand man for... No, right-hand woman for Nick Fury, but at the end of the day, we all know that's Coulson. So, if anything, she's probably more like the guard dog, and Coulson is the right hand.
Well, if that's the case, then who's Maria Hill?
Fucking nobody. She's just a character to fill a plot hole that could have possibly hypothetically happened if all the other important Marvel characters in the comics got fucking busy and held up. Like, literally, she is the most worthless shit stain I've seen next to the bitch that run Sword, which is the S.H.I.E.L.D. which is the space version of S.H.I.E.L.D., who's legitimately an asshole piece of shit bitch for no reason. Her own fucking staff members have told her, I'd fucking leave you to die if I had the chance. But Maria Hill is basically the person who runs S.H.I.E.L.D. when Tony isn't doing it or Nick Fury isn't doing it. She's always second fiddle to somebody. But the thing is that she don't do fuck all in the comics or the movies. So she's basically exactly where she's supposed to be. I know that sounds mean, but hey, it's true.
No,
she's basically a S.H.I.E.L.D. grunt, but has a first and last name. Like, stop and think about it. You have never seen Maria Hill do something important other than make an announcement in the room where the important people were.
True.
True.
Personally, I think it'd be funny if she ends up in Infinity War doing something important. And I'm not saying that's a joke. I think it'd be funny and ironic. Now, that being said, any last minute things you guys want to talk about?
Just a quick side note. Everybody that we saw in Infinity War that, you know, vanished, didn't they vanish permanently?
Did you watch the fucking movie?
Yes.
So how do you not know the answer to that question?
Because based on what you just said, you must then see the end credits.
Bruh. The end credits don't apply here. Did you not?
This Black Widow movie is going to be probably an origin story.
Did you not remember what happened or how they explained the Soul Gem? No, you don't. Okay, well, let me make it very small for you. When you die, you go to the soul world before any type of reincarnation or anything the fuck else happens. Also, if everybody's in the second movie, why the fuck would you ask that?
Because according to the directors, they said that everybody that dies permanently. They don't get no second chance.
I know the director didn't tell you that. You know how I know the director didn't tell you that? Because it wasn't the directors that said that.
They're just bullshitting. No one's actually going to be dead for real.
Well,
sorry, no.
What you mean
no
to say is they're not going to stay
permanently.
dead, is what you mean to say.
I just corrected myself on that when you were saying that.
Not to mention, Gamora's in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You know, the first person to die?
Yes. We're done here.
Alright then. Okay, well, officer, you got any last minute questions or personal thoughts?
Not really.
I am really disturbed and somewhat depressed about how much fucking attention Jared Leto gets. This motherfucker's playing Morbius. Morbius. Friend and occasional enemy of Blade and Spider-Man. in a Morbius movie. The flying fuck.
Why are they giving that man more attention?
Thank you.
Awful. He was awful
He's
as
like
the
an
Joker.
actor version of Kanye. And they're both musicians. I don't care if he's nice or he's chummy and trying to fuck or did fuck Scarlett Johansson. I don't give a shit. Maybe he worked or did some production shit on her album. People keep forgetting Scarlett Johansson makes music. It's really weird because she's a chronic smoker. That aside, like, this is the main thing I'm talking about. Like, you can't sit up here and complain about assholes being spoiled or fuckwads in Hollywood being douchebags if Hollywood keeps giving them fucking money. You're literally throwing gas on a fire when you say you want to put it out.
They should pick someone better.
Yeah.
Absolutely, someone better. Like like Steven Dorff or even
fucking Marilyn Manson. That man is basically a vampire anyway.
That's not cool. That's not.
No, I'm totally serious. Dude, that dude is stupid pale, and he wears makeup that makes him even paler.
But yeah, as far as I see it, Jared Leto, worst Joker.
Well, to be fair, I mean, he didn't pick his Joker. But it is just kind of, I don't know. It's like, and people keep asking me why I don't necessarily hate celebrities or shit like that, or why I don't do more jokes about, you know, celebrities fucking up and shit, because I feel like I'm almost promoting them. Because sometimes I won't make a joke about celebrity. I'm literally repeating word for word what they did, and white people lose their shit laughing. And I'm just thinking, am I giving them free publicity, positive publicity? Then after about literally 2.5 years, I figured out how to phrase shit to where people understand, holy shit, they're a disgusting person, but you're making fun of them. I should not like them or give them my money. Besides Kanye and Vegeta. With that being said, this has been another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I will see you guys when I see you.